Stretchy stretch. Welcome to the stream. So, yeah. How are you guys doing today? Cause I is doing good myself. And just having a wee bit of a stretch, cause it's always good to do so. Why am I just family tired? That makes zero sense. Yeah, I think we're good. Let me just load up the Monoblos, cause it's always a good idea to do so. Yeah, gonna be playing some more Monster Hunter Stories 2 today. No, I unfortunately could not get the Monoblos egg to save my life, so we're just going. So we just chuck. As my mother would say, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Or is it throw it in the fuck it bucket? I know it involves a fuck it bucket. A bucket you throw things into when you just go fuck it and you can't be bothered to deal with that shit anymore. This is definitely one of those times. Anywho, game should be sorted out. There we go. Well, that was bright. So, yeah. Like I said, we're just gonna not bother with the real Monoblos, cause yeah, my sanity over the past like 2 weeks has slowly been deteriorating as a result of it. So yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we were in the middle of a Basarios one. Key way to tell where the Basarios is. If there's one without moss, then that's the Basarios. Yeah, this monster is just as annoying here as it is everywhere else. And there you are, you sack of shit. But yeah, we're mainly going to be doing that sort. Now that I've sort of decided not to bother with Monoblos, the hunting horn just seems kind of irrelevant now. Still, actually, there's not much of a point in using a hunting horn in the next area. Well, the area after Alcala, I mean. But yeah, I was just having zero luck. Despite it being essentially, once I paintballed it, a 50-50 chance of it actually retreating so I can get the egg. It's sort of, yeah. I'm gonna turn it up to 3 times just cause, so we don't have to sit through this diptard's kinships skill 50 bloody times. Cause honestly, yeah, I've just kind of gotten sick of it over the past, like, what, 2 weeks? But yeah, this is the way you're supposed to be going when you go to this area and get it. But if you have um but yeah, you can grab one of the Royal Monsters Gun Boy I showed you last stream. So yeah. Oh yeah, here's one of the other Royal monsters in this area. Yeah, there's actually 3 in this area. A Tigrex here, and a Tigrex in general Alcala. Hey there, Kirby fans. How is your this fine evening? Or morning, or in some peeps' case, or afternoon. Again, time zones are fucking weird. Yeah. Update on me trying to retrieve a Monoblos egg out of that Royal Monoblos. It didn't bloody work. So I'm just trying to put it in the fuck it bucket and just moving on. Didn't realise I had the capture card audio muted. Alrighty. Scenarios. Now that we find it for real. Technique type. Mainly weak to blunt damage. So your hammers and hunting horns are going to be good here. We can break through the stomachs that will show you exposed from the other side. Gotcha. Huh. Like a Tootsie Pop. Even though we don't even have those over here. But yeah, since it's a technique type, bringing out Roy for this one because he's a powered one. That means his normal attacks are more likely to be power. It's kind of... This game's kind of Pokemon with, like, extra things to it. Like the fact that your character fights too. Runs don't work, try using Battle Bomb, they inflict damage regardless of monster's defenses. Fun fact, that's actually how items like Battle Bombs actually work in the mainline Monster Hunter games. It's also how Gunrons actually works to a degree in mainline Monster Hunter games as well. Because they work off of that sort of thing as well. That shell attacks from the Gunrons do fixed damage. Yeah, I'm a bit of a, like, proper monster hunter nut, so... yeah. Nice. Yeah, in terms of, like, how you want to compose your thing, you, at least for going through the main story, you'd want 1 power monster, 2 technical and 2 speed. And there's a reason specifically why I say only 1 power monster. Because, well, there's... well, that 5th slot, well, that 6th slot actually gets locked during the story to something specific. Oh yeah, with, like, any partner NPCs you have, they will automatically use their kinship skill when it's full. And such. However, I still stand by what I said last stream. Alwyn is actually the worst NPC partner. And, yeah, the past 2 weeks of me and him trying to say to get that Monoblos egg kind of proved it. Yeah. Now we can go and see how the egg is doing. Phew, that was a close one. Looks like you're getting stronger. Retract don't miss one food. Da 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 da. Now we fuck off back to the village for a live areas. Ruto Village. It's worth saving. Let's see. If I remember the order correctly... Welcome. We might have a... decent one to replace, Bluey? Alright, I grabbed this one from the, Melanots one. Cause, bottle caps. It can be useful in some situations.
Thank you.
And such.
Elder, Zealot, we're back.
Yeah.
Monster? It was a Basarios disguised as a rock!
Disguised as a rock!
You're sure?
It's a rock!
Without a doubt.
Rock! without doubt a rock.
So, you ready to admit how great my buddy is now?
How great the rock is.
I may have been there to support them, but they
The
put a
part
stop to the beast by their
rock.
own power.
This is literally my only sodding joke, just repeating words over and over again. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck it works too.
They fulfilled their duty as riders admirably.
It just is really weird.
I trust Alwyn's judgment. What do you say, Elder?
Then it would seem the time has come.
Yaha! I knew you could do it, buddy!
The rite of channeling is a secret ritual that helps draw out a monster's hidden strengths.
Yep, and it isn't just a story thing either.
By combining the power of two monsters, you can awaken your monster's latent abilities.
You will learn better if you try it for yourself. Come to the stables.
Yeah, this isn't like as just a story thing. This is an actual mechanic. Though, not one you really see till like post-game. Because that's when you're really going to be starting to optimize monsters and that. I might try to do so though. Like, let's say I want to give rocks something. Yeah, this is a weird one because you're essentially trying to play bingo here. See, boys. And this is the actual animation for it. Reminds me of like pre-Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Evolution cutscenes.
Mastering the rite of channeling is an important milestone for any rider.
Yeah, it's important, and honestly, so with it, there's one interesting thing to note about it. You can do literally fucking anything with it.
This is gonna open all kinds of doors for you, buddy!
Yep, like,
You'll be able to go to new places, do new stuff!
well, not go
I
new
can't
places,
wait to
that
see
actually
where you
depends
go
on
from
field
here.
skills rather than battle skills.
Zellert, sir.
Huh?
It's about the previous matter, sir. What should I do?
You again.
I'm no coward, sir. Really, I'm not. I know I need to go search for it, but I'll go if I have to, but I get so scared just thinking about it.
Hey, what are you so freaked out about?
My daughter lost a special stone in Alcala cave a while back. She asked me to go and get it back for her. But there's a Yangaruga in that cave. What am I supposed to do against a creature like that?
Is that
Yeah,
really all you're scared of?
Yangaruga is in the same sort of quite literally in the same sort of gene pool as Yan Cuckoos.
Well,
They're
no.
bird wyverns,
It's
but
also the idea of failing my daughter.
having
How
fought
could I
a
ever look
few
her in the eye
in
if
the
I
mainline
mess this
series,
up?
they're no pushovers. Hell, in like
If anything, that thought is even more scary.
Iceborne, I think. World Iceborne. I
I see.
I think
Well,
they
there's
might
no
be
need to fret, mister.
post-game
We
actually
can handle
fights,
the monster
but
for ya. That She's pretty
typically
booked
in
to find the
actual
stone and
Monster
get
Hunter
out safe,
games,
right?
we wouldn't be fighting one this fucking early.
Wow, you mean it? That way I'll be able to face my daughter again.
Sheesh, you're a real #1 dad. What do you say we get this show on the road? Next up, Alcala Cave.
Yep.
The Ungaruga are awfully fierce. You shouldn't take them lightly.
Yeah. Seem to be familiar with areas, past the highlands, I'm marking in a map. So yeah, we can now do right of challenge, meaning we can pass genes from monsters to ones in our party. Now, I need to go over something about it. You see how with the bingo thing there are nodes locked? There are two kinds. Well, there's skills that only unlock if a monster is of said level, and there are padlock ones. Ones that have that are locked behind levels will be unlocked once you hit that level, but for ones that have a padlock but don't have a level requirement, you need a specific consumable to be able to unlock those nodes. But we're not gonna really encounter any like that. For at least a fair while, or nothing we would want to put on our team. Like attack or defense up. And Red Ends have a better chance of actually giving you eggs that contain monsters that have those rarer genes. And if they have like a super rare gene or something like that, well, a rare gene, they'll, when you go to grab the egg, will have a golden glow on it. And if you have, well, if it has a super rare gene, it will have a rainbow glow when you pick it up. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah... It's a useful little thing to know, so that you know when you're getting a egg that's worth keeping hold of and hatching? But, yeah.
Hey, look!
Yeah.
What's that feline doing in a place like this?
I want to
And
at
she's,
least get
kinda
this
cute,
one
don't you think?
and the next set of story stuff done. She does not enjoy the fondle. Do not touch her face. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about
Hey,
this
what's got your tail,
bit.
Alan? Is something the matter?
Cause, yeah?
It's nothing. This just reminds me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh, flashback. I thought it was the, other thing involving felines.
Huh? Hey, look! A feline! Aww, isn't it the cutest? Alwyn, come check this out!
Cause,
What's the matter? You're not afraid of felines, are you?
Of course not. It's just We're in trouble. This is a monster's den.
yeah, that's kind of weird, cause, like, Hearts Gold Rocky Hill is literally the only place Tetsukabu's actually show up.
Hey, if you're itching for a fight, I'll take you on!
And the kicker about Tetsukabu's, you can't actually get one as a monster. The
That
first
stings.
instance
I'm glad you
of
didn't get hurt.
a large monster
Why would you put
you come
yourself
across
at risk like that?
that you can't, well,
Risk?
large monster you come across
Well,
that
I
you
didn't
can't
really
get
think
as a
about
monster.
anything, to be honest. This feline was in danger, and I did what felt natural.
Weren't you scared?
So,
Of course not. It was just a
Yeah.
monster.
I'm
Just
gonna...
a monster?
They can get pretty fierce when it comes to defending their territory. But they don't go around attacking for no reason. But come to think of it, that was the first time I took on a monster all by myself.
Red, what am I going to do with you?
There we go.
Wow! So even Red didn't realize how strong he was getting sometimes.
Humans
Yep.
develop so fast. But enough talk. We need
Yeah,
to keep our
you
wits
know
about
how
us.
I mentioned how
Come on,
Wyverians
buddy, let's go.
are
See you later, kitty.
a bit essentially the Monster Hunter version of elves and dwarves? That's kind of also reflected in the lifespan. Like, Wyverians have that sort of elven-ish lifespan of just a couple hundred years pretty easily. And such. Cause, well... You know, I should really actually grab that chest. But, yeah. Lol, Medubri. Wyverns in the Monster Hunter universe have ridiculously long lifespans. Though we never know just how long of a lifespan they actually have. But put it simply, if Alwyn looked no different when he met Red, that's probably an indication of who is our character. Well, if Elwin looks the same as he did when he met Red, who is our character's grandfather, it kind of tells you just how old he is, since he looks completely the same.
Hey, it's that feline from before. What's she doing
The
here?
suspicious feline.
Stay on guard. The monster's coming out of its den.
Come on, buddy, it's go time.
Yep. Yan Garuga, if I remember this fucker, is technique. Their whole thing is poisoning you. But since they're kind of a variant of Yan Kurku in a way, or in the same general species, they can also shoot fireballs. Be aware that certain skills cannot be used for combo attacks. Mainly your skills. Like, if your monster has single target skills, you can use your normal attacks to double attack with it. It still has the effect of it inherits some of the effects of the monster's attacks and such. Like with Putai, if he does Venom Shot and I do a technical attack, and the monsters aggroed on either of us, they'll still result in a double attack, but that double attack will have that chance to poison. Okay, now it's mad. I think it turns speed. No, it turns power. Why the hell do they all turn power? Nope. But yeah, if you're hoping for getting a decent speed monster, yeah, this isn't the point where you're gonna have access to one, unfortunately. Well, we are close to getting a speed monster. But, yeah. Yeah, you sometimes got those thing-wide ones, and that, yeah, wow, that wiped me out completely. Granted, if I'm aware, catchwatch armor's like somewhat weak to fire, so yeah. Plus, I think I might be doing this a bit underleveled. But it doesn't matter much with boss fights, like, if you lose a heart or two, cause typically with boss fights you are going to be immediately jetting back to whatever town you need to turn the main story stuff in. Like there. That was quick. But yeah, like I said, the new gene slots opened up. So if we wanted to, we could fill that with new stuff from
Oh yeah,
monsters.
another victory! I'm glad you're all right too, Kitty. Seriously though, you really shouldn't have followed us all this way, you know?
Yep. That is totally not suspicious at all. Totally not suspicious.
But hey, I get it. Who wouldn't want a piece of the legendary feline? Don't be shy. I'm used to being the center of attention.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons.
Here, I'll even give you my paw print. Now you can brag to all your friends. I bet the two of you are totally jealous.
Not really.
Huh? Alwyn? What was that?
Nothing. Let's get back and make our report.
Whoa, what's the rush, Alwyn? Wait for us! See you around, kitten. Don't go selling my paw print now.
Yeah, she seemed less than enthusiastic about that. Anywho, you can even in dungeons actually fast travel, which is actually rather useful. But yeah, that's that one. Hey, Mr. Scaly Wyverian, a young Grizzcon, blah blah blah. Stone. Yeah, but there are still wild monsters there, you twat. Wit. Yeah. Moral of that story, don't run into caves even if the bigger threat got bumped off. Oh no, wait. Yeah, there's another bit before the thing about the speed monster.
Did something bad happen?
Zealot, what's going on here?
A monster has appeared, very close to the village. So far, there haven't been any major injuries, but some of the children who went into the forest
We're
still aren't
likely
back
not
yet.
gonna get to a speed monster today, though.
We don't have enough riders to send out to look for them.
It's easy to get lost in the Windwood, even for
Yeah,
adults.
especially cause
Oh, no,
it's
Edward.
Windwood.
Time's a wasting. What do you say we get this show on the road?
Cause I know exactly what monster this is. The boss is. And yeah, it's not actually that bad of a fight, if I remember. You just gotta make sure you don't let it hit you very hard, cause it will hit very, very hard. Yeah, I have not actually fought it in mainline Monster Hunter game till like yonks. We could actually just fast travel to that one and backtrack. I might try and fight some stuff along the way. Oh, actually, I want to take out a couple of these guys. Because you want to take these guys out fast. Because otherwise, they will try and leg it. Yeah, I think this one might try and leg it. No, we managed to take it out with orbit.
Well done. I'm impressed.
Yep, that's all the things we need to upgrade the greatsword we're using. Here we go. Now we'll probably fight some stuff whilst we're in here just to level up a little bit. Find that high velocity. Yeah, we have to do the obligatory find small kids that are lost thing. Out of curiosity, how many felines do we have? We have enough of those to keep us solid for a while. Yep, we got a few of those. As you can see. Yep, small child number 1. Oh, Alan Kane, Machine Runner 2. Oh. Last time was she. Yep, this is one of those. You find one, the other ones give you clues. And yep. I'm gonna fight a Tetsu. Cause I wanna level up a bit. Sod bollocks, I cannot remember what thing these guys are. Their power. Okay, okay.
Good. Keep pushing. Show me your skills.
Yeah, that thing died of fucking recoil damage. I might legit have to actually do grinding between streams, if I'm honest. Because I can tell I am under-leveled for this. But I know for a fact that I God, what I was trying to say? Oh yeah, I know for a fact that I am probably a bit underleveled. So yeah,
I'm impressed.
I might still be able to get that new speed monster, but it might take a bit of effort. Especially considering what said monster is. Well, what said monster we have to fight at that point is. Anywho, they mentioned about giant tree, and this is not the right way. To be fair, most of your like XP is going to come from quests. As opposed to random fights, so I should probably prioritize those instead. So yeah. Interesting. Someone finally came to find me. Thank you for saving me. Wait, we're still one short. Was it when? I lost track of him by the pond. So yeah, we know where that is. Herbivore stimulant. You know how I mentioned we would need a specific thing for unlocking gene slots? That's from, well, stimulants are those. But yeah. Right. I think what I want to do is finish off this chunk of story. And do the next one?
Phew!
Oh
Looks
no,
like we
properly
found a
voiced
model,
cutscene.
buddy.
That means boss fight.
I'm glad the children are all right. Thank Mew for your help, Ryder. Mew too, Owen.
Ruto children get lost fairly often. Red used to
Yeah,
help me look
it's
for them
almost
too.
like they should be.
Wow!
Yeah.
Searching for lost children with Red, huh?
a much
Should
more
be a
considerate
bit
guy
more
than I
aware
am
of
now,
their
eh?
fucking surroundings now, huh?
reminds me. Huh? My papa once
Oh.
told me an unforgettable story of how he got
Or other
lost in the
shit.
forest and how two people protected him. Hello? Any little lost felines here? Huh. Wonder where they got to.
They sure are a handful.
Hmm.
There's a monster nearby.
Yeah, this is the whole Sixth Sense thing.
Careful, it's an Arzuros. Looks agitated too.
Not just that. I get the feeling there's something else. There's gotta be a reason it's all riled up. The fight!
A cub?
I get it. You were only trying to protect
Yep.
your kid.
Now you know why all the monsters
Don't worry.
are piss us,
We're not here to hurt you.
whenever we go into their dens. We're stealing their children. Well, their eggs.
Ew! That was awfully close.
Oh look, it's the same couple of
Aha!
feelings.
There you are. What have you been doing all this time? We just wanted to get a little honey, but that Arzuros got mad at us, and she's been on our tails for the last 3 days.
I have
Well,
done
you
nothing
didn't
but
get hurt,
teleport
so
bread
I
for the
guess all's
past
well.
3 days.
Come on, let's get
Sorry.
you home.
Red, how could you tell the monster had a cub?
Simple. I heard the monster's voice.
The monster's voice?
See, that became... that
You
concept
really are
becomes a
strange.
lot more interesting to think about later on, if I'm honest.
So Red could actually hear what monsters were saying? Sounds like my buddy's grandpa was a real character.
Everybody get back! It's a monster!
And unfortunately, this one we're gonna have to fight. Folks, meet Monoblos. A monster I kinda really wish would actually be in the next Monster Hunter game. Oh, Monoblos. Yep, they are big boys. Go for the legs. They start off as power, but I think they turn... actually, I can't remember. It's probably technique, if I'm honest. I'm going to switch over to Ranma. Yeah, for some reason the NPCs, like when you switch monster or weapon, will just randomly switch their attacks. Well, what they're doing. It's really fucking weird and really fucking annoying. So, yeah. Now it's mad. I can't remember what it does when it is mad. Does it go? Yeah, it does go technique. So, we go power. So... there's one thing to know, some monsters get their increasing stats are like varied. Like you have I think it's out in fast, medium, or slow. And that's sort of how much stats I get from a level up. There's usually also a bit of a point where they do just start gaining a crap ton of stats all at once. Like, endgame and that. You're gonna be seeing that happen. Oh yeah, another thing about doing boss. Another one you can't get as a monster. Which, honestly, kinda does suck. It legit does. In terms of, like, should you prioritize highest starred monsters? Yes and no. You can get away with lower rarity monsters. Because the highest one, 6 stars, you ain't getting to endgame anyway. So there's no real point in trying to shoot for those. Well, there is one... Well, actually, I don't think it's... 6-star monsters. I think it's 7-star, actually. I think... Yeah, the highest is actually 7-star. But, yeah, again, you're not encountering one of those... Well, there's one exception, but, it's so late into proceedings that it might as well be endgame. I fucked up there. Yeah. Oh shit, bollocks. Yeah. Yeah, that's what taking out its legs actually does. Makes it so when it does that move, it falls over. Because a lot of the monster sort of tactics and weaknesses and that sort of thing are based off of how they are in mainline Monster Hunter games. Like, if you do hit a Dumbledore in the legs whilst it's spinning, you can trip it, giving you an opening. Well, one hasn't appeared in mainline games for so long, but like, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous because it's a cool looking monster, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you have ones like Basarios and Levios, which are like massive rocks, but this one, yeah, feels like some sort of force of nature given form or something like that, and I kind of love it. Yep. So, just because you can't get a monster as a monster, you can get materials from them to make monster parts from. Hits. Yeah, commodity ones are really easy to just do. One thing you do want to do a fair bit of is, well, quests that involve you being able to get new attacks for your weapons. Like that one, you get the hammer surge. He wants to see ball drone armor.
Welcome.
Which I do not actually have access to.
Thank you.
Huh. Then again, I can't remember if I ever really used surge ones. Instances like that, I'll just do. Well, honestly, a lot of the sub quests I'll probably do off stream.
I'm glad to see the children return safely.
Safely.
We eat jobs like this for breakfast.
Honestly, it might be worth having like grinding streams, maybe. No, I don't stream for massively long, so
You've learned
that's
the right
kind of
and proven
and
yourself an
me
ally
only
to our
really
village.
well, and me trying to chase over a
Naga
bloody wild goose chase of a Monoblos situation. Learn my turns. I believe you can face the Naga. That's a target, and I don't mean just story-wise. That's our target, monster-wise.
That's quite enough. There's no need to get snippy with Zellert.
Snippy? Us? Why I oughta?
My apologies, Zellert. We'll set out
Well,
at once.
that was a whole thing.
Fine. Just have a ton of donuts waiting for us when we get back, okay?
Unbelievable.
So, I need a pee real quick, so I'll be right back. No, I still haven't made a BRB screen. I really need to get on that. See you in a minute. Alrighty, I'm back. Alright. Right here, where are we? Oh yeah. We're off to slay Nagakuga, cause story bull crap. Cause I can't think of a fucking rhyme, cause I'm not musically inclined. Or some shit. Does that count as a rhyme? Does me saying that I can't rhyme count as a... saying I can't rhyme? I think. I don't fucking know. But yeah, after this, deal with this Nagakuga. And please tell me something. No, it is literally right there. Nice. But yeah, if you want to to eat the monsters. Hey there, Taku. Yep. Wolf finally got you live. Yeah. Yeah, my stream times can be kind of weird. Stream hours and stream times. Well, stream hours I can't really do bug all about, cause yeah, time zones. Stream hours? Yeah, I need to work on that. It's on my shit to work on for the new year pile. Along with... How's it going? It's just an hour difference? How does slow mo work? Oh yeah, it's going fine. Yep, I am happy and healthy and all that good shit. We've been making good progress in the story at the moment. Though I think with this game I just kind of forgot just how much story progress you can make in one sitting. And such. But yeah, good luck with your working that, mate, cause, well, work can be a bit of a slog some days, but that's just how it be. I haven't played stories yet. It looks good though. It looks fun. Oh yeah, like, if you're... got about 20 minutes left, thankfully. Ah! Okay, okay. Yeah, if you're into Pokemon, you will like this game, cause it's very Pokemon in nature. In a way, it's essentially Pokemon with Monster Hunter culting to it. But it's got a bit more to it. As it's not entirely... well, honestly... let me get round to where the sodding Nagakuga is, and... I'll be able to explain in detail how combat works in this game, because... it's... Nagakuga sounds for a tough fight. Alright, I'm ready. So, I want a Pokemon, but you can crack its head with a sledgehammer. Got it, oh. Yeah, it is a little bit like that. Nagakuga's playing speed, then. Right. First thing you gotta notice, compared to Pokemon, you're actually on the field with your Monstie. That's what you call your allied monster. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid. They literally don't address how stupid it looks. It works on a rock, paper, scissors system. So basically, you have speed, technique, and power. And basic rock, paper, scissors style thing. You see that there was a blue light, there's a blue line going between Vinaguga and Mapuke Puke. And that's basically who they're locked onto. If it's blue like that, it's a two-way lock-on. And the head-to-head will happen where that's where the rock, paper, scissors side of it comes in. If a rider and a monster both use the same type of move, like in that instance, Putai and I both use technique, and it wins out against the monster, the opposing monster, you do a double attack, which negates all damage that you'll take. So it's got Pokemon old school turn-based Final Fantasy style. I like it. Yeah, something like that. It's got layers in a different way than something like Pokemon. Whereas Pokemon, it's more dependent on type matchups. This one is more dependent on attack type matchups, essentially. Since this is a Nagahuga, you want to go for the tactical. And as Nagaru said, we disabled one of its attacks. Yeah, this is still a Monster Hunter game, so there's still going to be some familiar aspects of it, like trying to break parts and such. Though this one, it has a bit more of a reason to do so, because it can stop certain monsters from doing certain things, like taking out Nagakuga's tail means it can't do the Spike Bomb move anymore. You also have those kinship attacks, which are like your big flashy ones that use essentially your MP. And also stops the monster, the target of said attack, from actually being able to do anything. It completely skips the turn. So yeah, there are a couple. It may seem very much like a I love it. Gotta use a lot of strategy. Yeah, there's a lot of things you have to have ticking over in your brain, like that sort of thing. And also, did you see the fact that Nagahuga, because it's enraged, started using technique attacks instead of speed attacks? Yeah, monsters in certain states will use different kind of moves. So it's a simple system, but they've added layers to it. Like you got those head-to-head things, which always happens when like an opposing last monster is at 50% HP. And they'll take 3 different forms. That one where it's just them running at each other high speed, and that. One where if they can both fly, they do a flying one. And another where if they can both have quote-unquote breath attacks or something like that. They essentially go full-on Dragon Ball Z beam struggle. Oh yeah, the kinship attacks actually come with a unique sort of animation. Well, the kinship skills. But if you have it on times, if you have a speed set to ×3, it kind of just doesn't play those. In terms of good monsters to use early game, Puke is not a bad one, because A, you have access to poison moves, and B, for some ungodly reason, early game Puke gets some serious stat advantages. Yeah. Yeah, there is a lot of strategy to it, and a lot of things you have to think about. Kind of like OG Monster Hunter, if you think about it. Yeah. NPCs are kind of important too, as they also have their own sort of way their AI does things. Unfortunately, Alwyn is actually according to most people, the worst companion NPC to actually have. And I kind of agree with that. Like, he really isn't that great. And that's not Cougar down.
Well fought, my friend.
Yeah, you can tell I've done a playthrough or two of this game and such. God, it's strong enough to be a Snot Cougar. Yeah, if you want to make a Pokemon joke about the fact that our character's grandfather is called Red, there you go. Like, this shit practically writes itself some days. There you go, where's your fucking clip?
You sure are strong, buddy. Kana would be so proud.
Yeah, Kenya was our partner NPC on the initial sort of starting art area.
It amazes me how fast humans develop.
Honestly, I really do like the fact that they go into depth about the fact that, yeah, Wyverians live for very, very fucking long in the Monster Hunter universe. 'Cause I keep making, with them, dwarf and elf comparisons. That's because they kinda are. They're essentially those two fused into one.
I know, right? My buddy could probably even beat you in a fight, Alwyn.
Oh yeah, this is where we do this part.
They'd have to get as strong as Red first.
Huh? Does that mean you and Red fought each other back in the day?
Yeah, so this is a thing riders do that hunters don't.
Just sparring. I wanted
Whoa.
to see how far his skills had come. I never seriously considered he might beat me.
Wow! Are you saying you lost?
Of course not.
Yeah, unlike hunters, which would realistically never use their weapons against each other, riders actually do fight each other and spar with
I don't want
each
to talk
other.
about it.
And Alwyn's probably lost to her grandfather on a handful of occasions.
Well, hey, how about you two go at it like that now?
You want to be strong like your grandpa, right?
What? Where's this coming from?
Tutorial
Let
reasons.
me referee.
What the? Who are you?
Where the fuck did she come from? Like, legit, where the fuck? I do not remember this NPC. What? Why? How? I have so many goddamn fucking questions here.
Just a humble feline crossing your path. You bet your whiskers I won't pass up the chance to watch a good contest.
Okay.
Talk about lucky. Okay, buddy. Time to show
What
Alwyn your
the
grandpa's not the only great rider in the family. If you can win this, that'll really impress Zelda and the Elder.
Okay.
I suppose battling against another rider would be good experience for you, too.
Sure. Can we just talk about the fact that this feline just appeared out of fucking nowhere?
Okay, get ready, 'cause
Hey.
here we go!
So yeah, yeah, this is your tutorial on like how rider versus rider fights actually go. Stan, this is your third rider battle, right, buddy? You're gonna want to keep an eye on your opponent's hearts. Yeah, because it's rider versus rider. Yeah, this is essentially the tutorial for PvP. And let me tell you, it gets like competitive Pokemon sometimes with the amount of fucking mind games and shit you have to keep in mind. More so than just going through your typical story stuff. Hearts decrease each time a rider monster is defeated. First one to lose all hearts loses the battle. Same thing as if you lose all your hearts, you lose battle. Target riders. You can't target riders with direct attacks, though. Only monsters, so plan out your strategy carefully. Yeah. Your monster can target either of them, but your rider can only target the opponent's monster. But, yeah. So, Choke is a Legiana. So is a Speed. Yeah, like you saw there, head-to-heads and double attacks are still a thing. So be aware of that. Sometimes it's good to focus on the monster because there's a chance they might be weaker. Oh, and your opponents can use items just like you. Using items to monsters. Yeah, like I said, in PvP, I've seen PvP, well, videos of PvP just get wild. However, kinship moves that can hit multiple targets can cause some interesting shenanigans. Alwyn's just using Chalk for this battle, but some riders will switch between different monsters too. Yeah, cause, well, NPC rider fights will only use one monster, but actual online PvP, yeah, each rider will have 3 monsters to use there. So there's that to be aware of. Though, you don't have to worry about the opponent's monsters going into like an rage state or anything. Oh yeah, Alwyn's bow, which is the Puke Puke bow. No, but Puke Puke? Yanguga bow. Can actually poison. It has innate poison on it. Oh shit. Oh shit. Luckily, yeah, they can use their own things too. Yeah. And there we go. Clutched it by the skin of her butt cheeks. Not that I have exactly have any butt cheeks. In my PNG or IRL. Yeah, so that was a lot, yeah, it's clear to see that I was underleveled for that. You can now participate in multiplayer battles for a good way to gain experience. This is my pale from the quest board for pairs battles. Yep, much like Pokemon Bears, singles and doubles formats. Well, singles and pairs formats. Anywho, we want to grab this egg for well, reasons. Cause, well, this is a what I call a story egg, where you can just get it yeah, as general part of the story.
Never forget what you've done.
It was nothing.
Oh, but thank you.
Come on, Alwyn, don't be like that.
Like what?
You're just embarrassed, aren't you? So to be a real gentleman like me at times like
And he's
this,
gonna trip over the same bloody
you
rock,
accept
isn't he?
people's gratitude with good grace.
Yep, know it. Yep, he isn't scared of felines.
Alwyn.
It's nothing. I just.
He's allergic to them.
No, no, stay back.
Oh, I see what's going on here. You're allergic to felines, huh?
Allergic.
Yep.
Just a few sneezes.
Yeah, we call that an allergy. Looks like we found a cute quirk of yours, Alwyn.
Grandfather's asking for you. Let's go
Yeah.
and speak with him. This way.
Yeah, so Alwyn's allergic to felines. What a unfortunate trait to have in the Monster Hunter universe, don't you think? Where even in a Wyverian, more or less exclusive society, they still have felines around. Because they're very good for, like, busy work, man.
I am glad to see you
failed.
prevailed.
Oh.
You seem to have the potential to live up to your grandfather's legacy.
Yeah!
Ignore that.
How's that for proving our worth? Not that we didn't have help. Alwyn did a great job too.
I'm so relieved.
Yeah, Bo. Now I know that Alwyn has, like, feline allergies. That does raise the question: why the hell doesn't he? Why doesn't Navrou set those off? There are reasons for that, because Navrou is not your average feline.
Something didn't seem right about
I
those
mean, just
wolves,
look at him.
though. All the monsters were really
He's
on
way
edge.
too cartoony to be your average feline.
Is this true, Alwyn?
Yes, sir. It's just like before.
Before?
When Red saved the village all those years ago. The monsters were agitated back then, too.
Is it happening again?
There's no need to worry, Anna. We'll tighten security. If anything does show up, our riders will be there to deal with it.
Yep.
So what happened back then?
I suppose you have a right to know. It does concern Red.
I
after all.
smell low exposition.
I'd like to tell them, Grandfather.
Of course, my dear.
I'll take you to the spot where it happened. Come with me.
I'll come too. We'll be heading to Mount Harsguy. Make sure you're prepared.
Yep.
Okay, I don't really get it, but sure, let's go!
Yep, there's a whole thing, and yeah, we need to actually level up a bit. Anywho, here's the egg we found, and well, it wasn't an Agakuga then, so it's an Agakuga. And yeah, it is actually a speed monster. I'm just gonna call it something generic AF and call it Midnight. And favorite it? Yeah, the only thing with this game is when you get the only way to get new monsters is through grabbing their respective eggs. However, they will always be level 1 when they hatch. Kind of like actual Pokemon if you think about it. And the health is at 69. Nice. But yeah. It is a issue, but not that much of an issue. Because of one mechanic that would actually be nice to have as a bit of an optional thing in Pokemon, but there are certain things that counteract it. Basically, what I'm alluding to is if a monster is under a certain level range from your rider, then they get increased XP. And you can level up new monsters very quickly that way. And such. And it's a system I would quite like them to have as an option for, like, Pokemon and that. But it's kind of also not needed on account of the fact that, EXP candies exist. Also, before any of you ask, yes, I do know about the thingy, the DLC epilogue thing. And it is on the list for next week. Yeah, that's where you're sort of supposed to go. But I'm just gonna roam around for a bit and maybe fight some stuff to get Midnight's level up a little bit. 'Cause he's essentially going to replace Ranma. And what better way to level a Nargacuga than to beat the crap out of another Nargacuga? 'Cause yeah. It's a good monster to use as a bit of a speed gap filler for now, cause there is one in the next area that I wouldn't mind trying to grab. But it's likely going to be the Monoblos situation all over again. Oh, I could also try and go for the Tigrex, Royal Monster Tigrex around here, but A, I'm not crazy on Tigrex, and B, honestly, well, Tigrex is very good field move wise. There are certain other monsters that I just would. Wait, what? Yeah, at this point you end up getting a bit of a weird muscle memory of just immediately going for your speed monster. Because this is where they start switching that up. So that they don't always go for power when they're in rage. Yeah, when a head-to-head happens, even the monster that wins out will actually still take damage. So that's one thing you have to be aware of too. This game has a fair degree of strategy to it. You just have to, like traditional Monster Hunter, you kind of have to learn a bit about the monster you're actually fighting. Also, I will say this game has a really fucking good soundtrack, and none of you can tell me otherwise. But, yeah. Again, I generally really like this game. 'Cause, well, I started playing this like a couple of months after, I started playing Monster Hunter Rise. Because, well, it came out a couple of months after Monster Hunter Rise. But at that point, Pokemon-wise, was Pokemon Sword and Shield, which, honestly, since we're done with gameplay for today, let's just jump over to the Datsu screen for a little bit to talk about this. Oh, you capture card audio. I'm quickly learning that you kind of have to do that with OBS. You have to mute the capture card audio specifically, because it ain't actually tied to the source, capture card source itself. It's kind of weird like that. But, yeah. So, at the time Monster Hunter Stories 2 came out, it's when Pokemon Sword was sort of going through its motions. And, overall, I was kind of disappointed with Pokemon Sword and Shield. Which kind of sucks for me, because, well, it's based off of Britain, and I'm British. So, to see the Pokemon games based in the Pokemon region, based off of where I actually fucking live, be a bit disappointing like that is a little bit upsetting, not gonna lie. And a little bit aggravating, not gonna lie. But this game for me came in at that point where I was really seeing the cracks in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And it picked up the slack of it wholesale. And I really, really like it for that. And it has a fair bit. Well, it got quite a bit, cause like in typical Monster Hunter fashion, there was a lot of post-game content updates, adding new monsters. Well, new monsters you can turn into monsters, new challenges, and that sort of thing, and other sort of changes in that. Hell, by the time I started playing the game, they had not long actually introduced a content update that added Palamutes from Monster Hunter Rise into it. That's actually where the blade armor I'm actually using comes from. If you have Monster Hunter Rise save data on your Switch, you can get the Kimura Gar blade armor. So, yeah. Though I don't care as much about fashion game in this game than I do like actual Monster Hunter, because you can't mix and match pieces, because you just have armor rather than head armor, leg armor, etc., etc. Which is fair dues, because they obviously want to focus more on the monster side, well, monsty side of things. And that. And yeah. And honestly, I can get the reason for that. Well, speaking of customization, can we just talk about the fact that Pokemon Scarlet Violet has a distinct lack of it in terms of like outfit, well, attire for your character? Because you essentially have like different uniforms and that sort of thing, but festival garb from Kill Mask and that sort of thing. And that's about it. Other stuff is like accessories and shit. So it is a bit disappointing. Though, another thing that would be cool in like a Pokemon game, if we could actually choose what age a character is. Like, they wouldn't really have to adjust too much story-wise, because like, you still have characters that are grown-ass adults living with their parents. I mean, I fucking do. If anything, that will make it even more relatable. Or, who's to say an old woman don't want to suddenly start their Pokemon journey? Some of them are Pokemon trainers, so there you fucking go, Game Freak. There's an idea, right? Sorting there. God, what other little changes? Oh yeah, the XP catch-up mechanic Stories 2 has. That would be cool, but again, the XP candies kind of alleviate the need for that. Though there's another thing that I'm a bit I can take it or leave it, but I know some people do want with Pokemon games the ability to turn off team-wide XP. Now, I was a bit so-so on forced team-wide XP till I started playing Stories 2, in which that's when I learned that, yeah, that shit's powerful. And that shit was like needed in the needed in the context of stories too, because all new monsters you get start at level 1, so you have to fucking level them up quickly somehow. But yeah, with Pokemon, because Pokemon can be whatever level depending on the area it is, it doesn't make as much sense to have that on, well, have that forced to be on. So, an option to toggle that off, not so much for myself, but for you guys that want it to be like Gen 6, where you could turn it on and off. Is it good? Like, with stuff like that, you don't want to force the player into having to have that kept turned on, but give them an option to like opt out or turn it on and off is a good way to do it. That's how, well, I'm not like, no, although I'm technically trained in game development stuff, like I don't have any professional game development experience, so I can't speak on that side of it, but I know enough of that sort of thing and seen a lot of people's sentiments on that about it online to know what I'm talking about here. And honestly, that's another thing that is interesting. Find out what you guys actually like in certain game genres and game franchises and that. I find that kind of shit fascinating. And hell, if you guys have any feedback like on me streaming, by all means stick it in the comments, cause I've grown to really love streaming and want to hone my craft, and I like making you guys parts of, well, I like having you guys involved in that process as well. So yeah, if you have like a suggestion or two, feel free to actually shoot them, cause I'm always curious to see what you guys would sort of come out with, and any sort of constructive criticism you have, cause I don't know, I see 2024 as the year of improving. And I don't mean just streaming stuff, I mean just like everything generally. But yeah. Actually, what's on the schedule for the rest of the week? Oh yeah, there isn't a stream tomorrow. So I might take that time to just relax. Relax, chill, maybe do some pixel art, or maybe even edit a short. Cause I want to churn more of those out a bit more frequently and such. So, yeah. Oh yeah, with like pixel art outside of streams, like my fan art and that sort of thing, make sure that you follow me on Twitter, because I always post that sort of thing on Twitter. Typically through like Miyoshi's tag, because honestly my fan art tends to be of Miyoshi. Well, so 100% of the time, so yeah. And I kind of use that as a way to improve my actual pixel art skills and hone it a bit. So yeah. Anyway, Sunday, it's the, well, technically the Splatoon 3 Splatfest. I think it's technically started today, or has it, or does it technically start tomorrow? No, it technically started today, because you have that preliminary sort of bit, and then tomorrow the Splatfest proper kicks off. Whilst I probably might play a bit of it tomorrow, I won't stream it tomorrow. Instead, I'm planning to wait till Sunday to stream it. That way, I can maybe try and... because I know previous ones I've typically done it on the Saturday, because I don't typically stream on a Sunday. Hell, I think this is the first Sunday... No, the second Sunday stream I'm doing. Because the first one was that spontaneous Christmas pixel art stream on Christmas Eve. But yeah, the reason why I'm doing the Splatfest stream on Sunday rather than Saturday is so I can potentially try and do some tricolors. Some tricolor turf war. That's my goal at least, but I know matchmaking can be a bit fuckety with that one, so yeah. I'm going to need to have a DC, a disconnect counter for that one, as I always do for Splatoon 3 streams. For some reason or another. But yeah. This stream we got a fuck ton of story progress done. We're nearly done with the Alcala stuff. Like, the bit that has us go to Mount Harsky is the last bit of the Alcala stuff. And then we go into the next region. So that's good. I'll grind between this. Well, I'll make sure to grind so I'm a bit prepped with it. And such. And I need to... Yeah, I just need to grind a bit there. So, that's what we'll do next time in terms of Monster Hunter Stories 2. Finish off the Alcala story and go into the next area. And do our usual finding new monster eggs and that sort of thing. And yeah. As for next week, whilst I don't typically make this... Ignore that. Whilst I don't typically make the schedule till Sunday, I will, cause I'm going to be streaming Sunday. Maybe make it tomorrow. And yeah, there's a thing or two I know roughly about half of, well, most of what I'm planning to stream next week already figured out. And yeah, I just want to see if I want to commit to doing more streams. Potentially going forward of a week. It probably won't be too much more, just because I have other responsibilities in a day. Even though I'm unemployed, doesn't mean I don't have other shit I need to be doing. But, yeah. I think, in that case, I think I'm going to call things there for today. So, as always, thank you guys for coming and hanging out in the stream today. I massively appreciate it, and I hope you have a awesome rest of your day, and you stay safe out there. See you on Sunday, folks. See you then. Yep. Alrighty. Good night, chat. Good night.